Well, Valley of the Moon has been the heart of magic in Tucson for 93 years, and now they are presenting their latest magical performance, Rumpelstiltskin. Kimberly Swanson is here to tell us about the all-ages adventure. Kimberly, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You're so cute. Well, we're so thrilled to have you on, and actually, on commercial break, I was just talking to you. You've been a volunteer for how long at Valley of the Moon?
Both my daughter and I have volunteered for 21 years now.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. So, brava to you.
So we have done literally hundreds of shows out there.
Well, and I was telling you, too, that my family actually got to visit Valley of the Moon during Halloween, the Witch's Quest, and they just had such a great time, and what a special place this is. So, for our viewers who don't know, tell us, what is Valley of the Moon?
Well, first of all, it's just fun. But it is Tucson's newest historic landmark. It is the spiritual center at the heart of Tucson. It is the world's oldest mental health resort. It is a fantasy fairy park and an enchanted storybook wonderland.
Oh, it is. It's all
It's
those
all
things.
those things. There's
I love it. We're going to be looking at pictures now, but tell us, where is this located?
It is 2544 East Allen Road, a little bit north of Prince, a little bit east of Tucson Boulevard.
So we're hearing it's the newest historical landmark, but obviously it's been around for so many decades. What does that mean, a new historic landmark?
93 years. What it means is we have designated it as a historic landmark so that anybody who ever develops it must historically keep it. Wow. A spiritual center, a mental health resort, a storybook, fairy enchanted wonderland.
I love
That's
that.
all it can ever be now.
So it is a protected, beautiful space that we so enjoy having in our community.
Thank you.
So tell us, we have a spring show coming up. Tell us about that.
We have a spring show. It's back to the heart. It's Rumpelstiltskin, and it's a Grimm's fairy tale that might date back 4,000 years, which the old traditional oral tradition was what George wanted to keep alive. The fairy tales were the lessons for children to be kind, and that was George's biggest main thing. Kindness to all is the golden key to happiness.
Oh, I love that. Well, we have to say, when you go to a show at Valley of the Moon, you don't just show up and sit down and just watch.
No.
It's an experience. So tell us, what can audience members expect?
It is an experience. You should wear good walking shoes because it's a 2.5-acre theater, and the stars are the ceiling. So you start at the benches, and there is a tour guide, the storyteller, and I am the storyteller.
So good at it,
production.
obviously.
Yes, it's my storytelling stick.
Okay.
And we start telling the story, and then we start walking around those 2.5 acres, and we walk from scene to scene and stop and watch a bit of the story unfold. And it's a wonderful, marvelous adventure. The whole walk and story takes about 35 to 40 minutes.
And I will say, as having seen a story there myself, every turn is an even more beautiful location that you didn't even know could possibly be on that property.
There you go.
So it was just so neat.
I've been there 21 years and still haven't seen it all.
That's incredible. It is. It's a very large space, but I have to say, as a parent, I really enjoyed, the show that I saw. So would you say this is an all-ages kind of show?
This is not only an all-ages kind of show, but it is the only place where all ages of the family can volunteer, from birth to not birth.
So even little kids can volunteer?
Little kids can volunteer. My daughter started volunteering at 5 years old.
Wow.
And we've had newborns who were volunteers with their parents in the show, sitting on the grass, just playing newborn parts. But yes, any age can volunteer. So it's a whole family experience.
Well, Kimberly, it's so obvious just from talking to you and having you on the show that you're so passionate about this wonderful place, and really kind of tell people, what has it meant to you to be a volunteer for these last 21 years?
Oh, wow. It's where I raised my daughter, and there's a wonderful little video on the website, which I believe was put up, that Stephanie, our current treasurer, is saying that this is her village. It takes a village to raise a child. I raised my child in that village. And now other mothers are doing it too. Now I'm a grandmother figure now. It's like, oh, I can't have been there that long.
Well, and now you get to raise your lovely grandchildren there as well. But we definitely want to make sure that all of our viewers know exactly where to go to see this great spring show and to visit Valley of the Moon, this very special historic landmark. So, Kimberly, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us this morning.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you next time. Now, again, you can watch Rumpelstiltskin at Valley of the Moon starting Friday. It runs through the 24th, and if you'd like to learn more, you can call 323-1331 or visit TucsonValleyoftheMoon.com.